Hey guys, how's it going? It's been a little while since I've done a live stream. Sorry about that. I've been kind of busy, had a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes. Some side work and also construction going on around my house still, finalizing. But hopefully everyone is having a crash. Hold on. Come on, okay, it looks like it's back. Sorry guys, I guess there's still some internet gremlins issues going on right now, but hopefully it'll stick around. But yeah, my OBS said the stream crashed, but okay, now it's back. So, we're going to be running the Porsche Cayman GT4 Club Sport at Brands Hatch. It's going to be a 20 or 25 minute race league event. So, if you want to take part, you can go to www.SimRacingSystem.com, link below in the description, and you can join in. So you could do that. Also, there are other events going on. Let's see. For the heck of it, let's take a look. Come on. So we can go to daily schedule, I guess. So there's a Lamborghini Super Trofeo race at Imola coming up. Then my race. So, yeah. Then Road America Porsche RSR. So you could either do Porsche GT 4 or GT3 later. But yeah, so for now we're sticking with the... we're going to stick with GT4 because that's my league. Favorite F1 team. Favorite F1 team, I'd say maybe Ferrari. Ferrari just has that legacy behind it, in my opinion. So we're just going to register. Come on. Is it going to say how long this event is? I don't really feel like doing the Super Trofeo, though. So let's do the Porsche Cup, get some practice in at least, and then see where to go from there. Because Brands Hatch, it's a fun track. It can be very tricky though. So let's take a look. Can I please use some F1 2017 cars at Barcelona because of the testing there now? Well, technically they're not testing today because it's snowing there from what I heard. Or they didn't test, or would it be yesterday there? Yeah, in Spain, it's, I think, midnight there, or 11 p.m. or something like that. So first, we'll do some testing of the... Actually, no, let's do the Formula Hybrid first. Is it in... Or no, I don't have it loaded on, so I'm not... So, let's go to Porsche. But guys, sorry if I feel a little out of it. I'm sort of getting over a headache and cold that I've had for a little while. Or wait, that's not the one I'm looking for. GT4 Club Sport. So yeah, I've been getting over a cold. I had a migraine earlier, so it's like still in a bit of a brain fog, but at least wanted to do some streaming for you guys because yeah, I've been missing doing it. And I've been doing some videos, but at the same time, live streams can be fun as well. So, Brands Hatch. 137 where you live. Sheesh, man. Don't you got anything better to do than watch me? So, let's turn off display capture, turn on game. Hello, all about the gyro. How's it going, man? Hold on a second, let me check on something. Okay, setup invalid. Click to check again. That's interesting. So we need to make a new baseline, I guess. So front height is too low. So let's take a look at suspension. Let's raise the height a click each. That'll work. We'll have to see if we bottom out, but I want to fine tune this setup. So, Porsche GT4BH, bronze hatch. So we'll do some setup tweaking, see if we can get a good balance in the car. I'm going to tweak the FOV a bit. Also, one thing I have to do real quick is, this is going to go dark for a sec. Turn on my dash. I forgot to do that, so SRDM3. Going to turn on the dash real quick. So, current is Assetto Corsa. Going to load up that driver. Sorry for the mini delay right now. There we go. Our dash is good. Matthew, I'm doing pretty well. How about yourself? So, let's lower the field of view a bit. Okay. That's a lot better. So the dash is working now. So Bronze Hatch is a very tricky circuit. Quite a bit of elevation changes. You have to get used to that. Hold on a second. I'm going to take off that display because I don't really need it. So the turns, they're a mix of high speed, but with this car you can't get too quick on the throttle or else you're gonna risk spinning out. So we might try to get more feeling out of the car with this setup, but so far so good. If you guys remember, in the last live stream I did, we were doing classic touring cars at this track, and we almost got the win there. We ended up finishing close second. We got a little punterinoed out of the way, which was unfortunate, but it was good hard racing. I'll put it that way. But steering in this car is interesting. It feels lighter than it should be, in my opinion. Hey, Kev B, how's it going? But you can see this car is prone to oversteer. So we might do some setup tweaking to see if we can really tone some of that oversteer out. Because it just feels oversteery all over the place. M235 on Laguna Seca again. Right masterful? I don't think so. Right now we're going to be practicing trying to set up this car for my sim racing system race at 6 p.m. which is in an hour and 20 minutes. Whoa. Almost lost it there. I clipped the curb. No bueno. But it feels like on the throttle I have very little feel through the wheel on how I'm gonna, and I'm not too knowledgeable on setups, so I'm gonna try learning along with you guys on what to do. Car is a lot of fun to drive, but I think with this baseline setup we would struggle, so I want to get a little more of the car under me as opposed to stepping out on me. But when the tires warm up, they do feel pretty good. That's a nice part. That's a nice bit. Missed an apex there. So we'll do one more lap and then try to get an idea on what to do to improve the setup. Wheatley's nice try. So this feels intense. So, random thought. I've considered talking to Henrique about the possibility of maybe doing an American IndyCar Championship in Race Room. Would you guys be interested in that at all? Even though technically now iRacing's gonna have the most up-to-date IndyCar, so yeah, that might undercut it. Now the car's starting to feel good, but that beginning of the run, it just doesn't. I want to get more feeling in the steering, though, so just thinking. I could try to soften up the rear. That would cause some understeer, though. So suspension, wheel rate. Raise the value of stiffen suspension, get more direct and precise handling with fast reactions. So, let's try lowering this real quick. And I want to see how it is. Because this would give me less oversteer, I believe. We'll see how it feels in the beginning. Wheelies, that would be very, very tricky. Okay, this feels like I went in the wrong direction. Feels like the front tires are sliding. So, too much understeer, I think. I'll try a lap, though, because we have time. But this just now feels even more off, just in a different way. You can just see I'm not getting that turn in, so... You can see it's just very understeery. So let's go back to pits. Revert that change. Wheel rate. Let's give this a try. And I want to take a look. Can I... looks like I can't change any of the differential stuff, so... So let's see how this feels. Okay, a lot more oversteer on exit in that corner. Okay, so suspension settings might not be the right thing. Alignment might be better. We might have to look into alignment. So, suspension. Change that. We'll try rear height at 14. Alignment. Camber. Raising value, more... Makes the wheel gain negative camber. More negative camber. I'm going to bring the toe in a bit, I think. And then bring out the toe out. Let's see how this feels. Because I'm trying to get more of that responsive steering feel. I just felt it was missing in the car. Okay. That corner felt quite a bit better. Let's check here. Wheatley's maybe racing first, try Assetto Corsa, or if you just want to get in for free, Race Room. Still a little bit understeery. Okay, this is feeling a little better, but still, yes, a little understeer on entry. Could just be the nature of this car, because this is, I believe, either rear engine or mid engine. I believe it's still classic Porsche rear engine. Well, let's see. Try throwing the car in a little more, and you can see it's a little more stable on exit. You can definitely see it's more stable. Automobilista does have a lot of content for the base title. It really does. Okay, much better feel. Much better feel. So, we are heading in the right direction. But it says we're 4/10 off our best lap. We're still getting some heat in the tires though, so we'll see how it goes. Little lock up in the left front. Yeah, you can see this car is quite a bit more planted, which is nice. Braked a little early there. Might need to lower the rear height a bit. So, let's go here. Lower the rear height. Let's try 12 for the heck of it. Bring this up to 11. I don't know what it's gonna do. We're just... Okay, that did not feel good. So yeah, I recommend trying setup adjustments. It might not always work, but it does a pretty decent job. So in theory, it would let me... Hello Ryan, how's it going? Racer Reliant Robin. I've never driven that, so not sure about that. ARB. Let's try lowering the rear ARB. That might change the way this car feels. Captain Fluff, congratulations. Okay, that was a good feeling. Have to be able to get more power down earlier in the corner, though. That's a slight problem. I feel like I have to wait for the car. Thoughts on racing gloves? I'd say for higher end wheels, it might be smart. So like Alcantara to protect this, the material, suede to protect it. You might want gloves. For a G27, it's definitely overkill though. But then it also comes down to personal preference. Some race drivers, they prefer driving with gloves on. But yeah, I need to get a feel for this car. Throw on the throttle, there we go. Starting to get more feeling under me, that's nice. It is nice getting more feeling under my car. You can see how the car is starting to improve in its handling, I think. We're 0.6 off, though. Still a little understeer. We might need to raise the ARB in the front, keep the rear ARB lower. Because that would give me the more snappier turn in, and then the lower ARB in the rear might be able to keep me from having way too much skiddiness out of the corner. Do I drive with gloves when using Fanatic? Not as much as I should, I think. Maybe now that I have the direct drive wheel, I might do it more to have some protection. But I never really use gloves all that much. I think part of the issue is just that curb. Okay, so that was 12 thousandths. How's Sim Racing System? It usually does a great job for me. I usually have good races. I have the occasional bad race, but for the most part, I really do enjoy the races. It does a great job. And if you sign for Sim Racing System, you can join my race. I have not tried it with Race Room yet, unfortunately. I want to try that later on. The Formula Rim has Alcantara. You can, if you find a pair of gloves you like. I'm not a big fan myself of gloves too much. Have I heard anything about non-GT3? Unfortunately, no. I've heard mostly things that sound like they are going to be only GT3. Apparently, modding support is going to be very limited, if any. So yeah, you log into Sim Racing System, you download the app, which you install into Assetto Corsa, and yeah. Cars starting to come in. Content missing. That's the tough part. You have to have all the content, which means the Porsche pack, and also I think it's the Dream Pack 3. So you need the Porsche pack that has the Cayman GT4 Club Sport, and then you have to have the Brit pack. But you can see I am fighting some oversteer, but I guess that's going to be inherent in the car. Okay, Simber, fair enough. So I like the feel of the car right now. Takes a few laps for it to really come into its own, but when it does, it has a good feel to it. Hey Cooper, how's it going? Little oversteer in the corner, that's not good. Lower the rear for less oversteer. We could try that, Anderson. But also, I need to have the turn into the corner, because when we were lowering the rear, we were struggling with understeer. That's the concern. This is the Porsche GT4 Cayman Club Sport. This is the car I'm using in the Sim Racing System Championship. We're trying to get some of the setup dialed in. Actually, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to create an online server. So I'm going to create an online server for practice for this car. So back to pits. We're going to save this setup real quick. Save, override. So I'm going to create a server, guys. Just some practice so you guys can join in with me. Get an idea on how I'm stacking up in terms of performance. So hold on a second. Let's create the server. Looked like it was handling pretty well. Yeah, looks can be a wee bit deceiving, but we'll get it sorted out. Hold on a sec. Let's turn on display capture. So I'm going to work on the server real quick. So just stay tuned, guys. It's just going to take a few minutes. So, server manager, there we go. Yay, midweek. So, SimRacingPaddock SRS practice. Why not? So, sessions. We're just going to do 180-minute practice so people can join in later. Cars entry list. So, we got to unselect the DTM cars. And then we're doing the Porsche. Where's the Club Sport? Cayman GT4 Club Sport. Okay, that's 24. And that looks all right. Export documents, Santa Corsa online. There we go. Overriding files. Almost there, guys. Don't worry. I know it takes a bit of time, but it'll be worth it in the end. Entry list. Yep, yay, midweek. Entry list. Modify. Wish they'd allow cross-compatibility with consoles. Yeah, the frustrating part is, objectively speaking, Assetto Corsa is a far superior title on the PC. It's as simple as that. So, hold on. Let's fire up the YouTube Live dashboard. Server name. SimRacingPaddock SRS practice. So SRS practice, that is the name of the server. Let's find it. Actually, I have to start it. So file tool, home. Let me see if it's actually up yet. No, it's not up, so let's restart the server. Best Sebring mod, R Factor 2, but also one thing that is very, very, very exciting is apparently there is going to be an official laser scanned Sebring for R Factor 2. So I am very, very excited for that. Okay, so we are behind the wheel of the car. So let's get this thing done. Actually, wait, we need to be in our setup. So guys, if you want to join in, feel free to. Yeah, Chris, that's kind of sad, but I understand why. So one thing we also have to practice for is with a race load of fuel. So we need to practice with race fuel. There we go. Ooh, little sideways there. But this is starting to feel pretty nice. It is, definitely. This is a Seto Corsa. This is a Seto Corsa AMR. Unfortunately, full house. This car has a locked gear set, so you can't change the gearing. Whoa, little loose there. The car's starting to come in a bit. It is pushing quite a bit. It's a tough thing though, because if I make it more turn in, the oversteer just gets crazy. .134.9, I think that is our best time we've ever set with this car. That running in the sand, that's not going to help us. Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how ACC is going to be. Keeps timing out when you try to ping it, Simber. E. Where are you from, Simber? You don't have access to differential settings. No, you don't, Full House. I checked. Basically, minor suspension adjustments, and that's it. You can't change the tire compound. You can't change the gearing. You can't change most things in here. Yeah, there's no confirmation, Zolder, but I'd assume that since it is the Blancpain GT series game, it's going to have all the tracks. Huh, Simber. Can someone else try to connect and tell me what's going on? Well, the thing is, this is GT4. It's meant to be an early series. It's meant to be not really a kind of entry-level GT. So it's more based on driver skill. Hello, BCJM. How's it going? You can see how this is pretty tricky. Whoa! Dimas, this is SimRacingPaddock SRS Practice. That's the name of the server. So let's see. what to do. So yeah, what you can't adjust gears. Can't change your tires. You might be able to lower pressure a bit. Let me think. I'm gonna raise the rear pressures a bit. That might help with turn in. Hey Carl S, how's it going? Oh, that felt good. Little oversteer there, but let's see. Some more oversteer. With these faster corners, I want that turn in though. That's the compromise, I think, in a sense. It's gonna be tricky though, because I have no clue what these other guys are gonna be doing. It's a challenging car, but it's a lot of fun. You can adjust toe, you can, and camber. Toe, camber, spring rate, ride height, AMR, thank you very much. I love that first corner. You feel the load on the suspension and then it just comes back. Huh, Dimas. I believe this is a US server. I want to say it's a US server. Half second off. I did flub a corner or two. Thank you, Kel, or Gel, or however you pronounce your name, Shell, for following. Yeah, this car setup feels good as is, so I don't want to really tweak it too much at the moment. Also depends on how these other cars are running, because I want to see what my times are stacking up to. Fair enough, Shell. I think it's that. Ooh, that was some good corner exit. I'm gonna try getting a better rim in the future, but for now, Fanatic works great. Little traction control kicked in there. Should be okay though. It's all good, BC. Looks like this setup's pretty fast, at least. I do not have the McLaren rim yet. BCJM, simplest reason because it's a CSL series rim. It is not the Club Sport series rim. That's the simplest explanation why. So it's going to be not as high build quality as other Fanatic rims. It's not going to have some of the features such as shift lights, I think. It also is going to have the CSL quick release. It's going to cost an extra $100 to add the other quick release. So that's why, BCGM. Yeah, some of these corners are very unusual at Brands Hatch. Why is a quick release so expensive? Because it's going to be it's solid and it's proprietary. That's the easiest reason. LED dash is the Renovatio SRD 9C V2. I stuck it to the OSW through Velcro. It's Velcro, so yeah. Hello, Aaron. How's it going? So let's try something out. Toe. Yeah, let's bring the toe in a little more. Okay, that's... Yeah? Oh, I thought someone was knocking. But yeah. What was I saying? Okay, it sounds like the people who are working in construction, they're knocking and attaching something. So that's what it is. False alarm, guys. False alarm. Hey, Velcro can work, guys. Rashid, that's correct, except instead of an A after Ren, it's Renovatio. Renovatio. Yeah, the knocks, it's the guys doing construction. They're adding something to that wall or something. I liked the dash. Right now it's having an issue with the Project Cars 2 driver, so they need to sort it out. Apparently they changed the API for data and telemetry in the latest Project Cars 2 update. So let's see how this feels. Here's the test. Not as much oversteer, okay. That's nice, but a little understeery in that corner. BCJM. So we got about half hour before the server opens up for the race. Sounds like they're raking in the backyard. Still a little understeery, but it's better than the car snapping oversteer. So, might be a compromise I'm willing to make. Hey Leslie, I'm doing pretty good, practicing for my sim racing system race. Soften up front springs. We could try that. You could just see a lot of oversteer. I had to wait way too long. In the 133s now. There we go. 12 hours of Sebring would be fun too. I don't really have a team put together for that. Granted, I have had rotten luck in sim racing system races, so that might change. I am excited for the Laserscan Sebring. Granted, the virtual LM Sebring is a great track, but having an official Laserscan one in R Factor 2, whoop whoop. But how about the LMP3 too? Or the LMP3, not the LMP2. You know what I mean. Excuse me. Tricky corner there. I'm excited for the new IndyCar. I contacted Tony Gardner asking if I might be able to do a test drive. He's like, yeah, it's a no-go on that. They're doing final minute adjustments and stuff. So, yeah, just had to wait. Yeah, R Factor 2, one of the things is it needs bigger names. That's one of the things. So Sebring is good. Sebring is a big name. And then also Formula E, another big name. GT3, pretty significant as well. But the question is, are we going to see something like Le Mans? Because that's one thing I kind of find frustrating. For most PC sim titles, you don't get Le Mans, at least in first party, where, for example, iRacing is the only major PC title that has it. Another good lap. I think this is going to work pretty well, guys. Full house. What I'm wondering is if Le Mans is just an expensive license. Or actually, I take that back. Project Cars 2 also has Le Mans, but it's like most other titles don't. Even though it's one of the biggest names in all of motorsport. I'm liking the feel of this car, guys. I don't know if we'll compete for a win, but I'd love to go for top 5. That would be my personal goal. I agree with that, BCGM, but it's tricky because some of the games that are in a more enclosed ecosystem are really good. Look at Race Room, look at iRacing, look at even, say, the Codemasters F1 titles to an extent. They're not perfect, but they're pretty good. They need to match BOPs in iRacing. Because when you get a good balance of power in a series, muy bueno. But you can see this car feels pretty good now. BOP is balance of power. So, like some cars, they would have their power limited or ballast added. So sometimes a car that's faster, they would make it way heavier or lower the power to try to make it equal with other cars. Or balance of performance, balance of powers. You know what I mean. Okay, so I like the feel of this, guys. I like the feel. Alright, funny. This is my Sim Racing System Championship car, so that's why I'm really working on setting it up well. So let's go back to the pits, save our setup, and we'll take a quick breather before the server opens. We got 14 minutes, so should be good. Comment section, sports car 365. So, like while we're waiting for the event to start, hold on a sec. We'll bring up that screen. Mark Armstrong, I'm not sure about that. Basically, what happened was, I guess the model I have has a design flaw or something, and it's kind of lost on how we're going to resolve it. Instead, for the interim, they actually sent me the Track Racer wheel stand, which I'm going to be filming a build of, hopefully tonight. So stay tuned for that. But yeah, Boosted Skyline YT. P-Cars 2 is pretty fun. Get it on sale. Don't buy it full price. That's my opinion. Nice times, though. Can push a 134.5. I haven't got tune sent yet. Okay. So let's go into Sim Racing System. 21 minutes left. Hold on. We got to see if more people are in. Only 2 people that... There we go. 12 people. That's more like it. So, Dirty Daytona is so much fun. Yeah, I enjoyed that a lot. So, let's go into a quick intermission for a shameless plug. If you guys haven't seen on the Facebook page or in the Discord, I have renovated the SimRacingPaddock website. So, if you go to www.SimRacingPaddock.com, it's a somewhat revamped website. I streamlined it a bit. So, yeah, some new posts, or one new post. This is from way back when. This was from January, so I'm a little behind on the blog. It's tough being a one-man show, to be honest. So if any of you guys are interested in helping out the channel, if you guys enjoy writing, shoot me an email, William@SimRacingPaddock.com. I would love some help on the site, and would try to find a decent way to compensate. And then I have this recommended watching bar, which has some fun videos. So the 100% force feedback challenge, the newest video, how Project Cars 2 feels with an OSW, some reviews. So yeah, the GT Omega ad. So for a lot of people, they've asked me about it. 5% off all purchases from the site. Just use the code SRP GT Omega. Then also social bars. So if you guys didn't know, I have an Instagram. Don't post too much on it, but yeah, I have some fun stuff. And then Sim Racing Paddock forums, if you guys aren't part of it already. Then some posts. Here's some cool stuff though. So in About, I've added a few new things. So, for example, I get a lot of questions from you guys asking about PC specs. So, what stuff do I use? So, in one of my computers, you can see it right there, the black one, the Black Beauty. I use the Fantex Enthoo Pro case, AMD Ryzen 7 1800X CPU, Corsair H110i V2 cooler, MSI NVIDIA GTX 1080 SC graphics card, 16 gigabytes of G-Skill DDR4 RAM clocked at 3200 megahertz, MSI Gaming Pro Carbon X370 motherboard, so it's the X370 chipset, 256 Samsung 850 Pro solid state drive as the boot drive, 4 terabyte Western Digital Black as the data drive, then the EVGA Supernova PSU. So that is my primary system that I use most of the time. Then also my KB Lake based system, the Stormtrooper, I call it. It's the CM Storm, actually it's the Storm Striker case, if I remember correctly. So I might need to fix that. CM Storm Striker, yeah. So that's the case I have. Intel i7-7700K. And then also Corsair H110i V2 cooler again. Zotac NVIDIA GeForce GTX 970. That's what I primarily use in the system. Sometimes I swap out the 1080. The MSI Gaming Pro Carbon Z270 motherboard. 16 gigabyte Corsair Vengeance DDR4 RAM clocked at 3200. 800 watt 80 plus bronze PSU. I didn't remember the exact model, so I just put a generic one in there. 500 gigabyte 850 Evo SSD is the boot. Secondary drive, 256 gigabyte 850 Pro, and 3 terabyte Western Digital Blue HDD as the data drive. So those are my two systems that I use. Can make movies. Yes, I have actually. So, fun fact. I am actually going to be entering one of my short films in the Student Film Festival. So, I have a student film that I made last year. I wrote, directed, produced, and edited it. So, it's Crash. I'll put a link. Aaron, I will check it out later. Thank you for that. So here's a link to one of my short films that I actually created. And yeah, it's fun. It was a fun class I took part in. Very interesting films. So yeah, if you want to see something I've done outside or for film production outside of sim racing, you can go check out that link. So, Wheatleys, we were just talking about some stuff about the new website, and we were just taking a sidetrack onto a short film I made in school. So, a new page, also, my favorite YouTube channels. So, basically, one thing I wanted to do was making a page sharing some YouTube channels I liked. Some of them are sim racing, some of them aren't. So, one of my friends I've known for years, you might know him, Jimmy Broadbent. I've known him for years now, and it's pretty awesome seeing his channel growing the way it is. I really, in some ways, I'm jealous. He definitely has a very strong passion for sim racing. There's no denying that. But he has an acquired taste personality. So yeah, there's that. Gamer Muscle, a well-known Teaholic and notable for his poor choice in hockey teams. James West, aka Gamer Muscle, is another great YouTuber with a passion for sim racing. So yeah, interesting videos, but fun. Rashid, wow. And then of course the Sim Pit, Sean Cole, great guy. He played a big role in helping me get SRP started, which was nice. Random call sign for the people who like the Toge culture and that sort of JDM tuner cars. You can really check it out. Sim Racing Garage. In reviews that are almost so smooth, they're like ASMR. Very soothing voice. and very, very long videos. They might help cure your insomnia. But yeah, so there's that. MKBHD, also known as Marquez Brownlee, one of my favorite tech reviewer channels. Very, very fun. And also very good personality in front of the camera. So he's one of my inspirations for doing reviews and stuff, so working on that. Dude Perfect. I enjoyed this channel a lot, and it's an acquired taste because there are a lot of trick shots. So it's those stunts, trick shots. They always overreact, but I think one of the reasons I enjoyed so much was I'm in that generation that really grew up having that sort of outdoor time, playing all the time. For example, I talked about like grabbing rocks and a baseball bat, hitting them at targets. So these are the guys that never grew up. And it's cool because they do all those things that you kind of wish you could do as kids. And these guys are really good at it. So there's that. Good Mythical Morning. Another offbeat channel. Very, very quirky. They kind of answer all those questions that you never thought of asking. Like, will it deep fry? Let's talk about that. And yeah, it's goofy, funny. And yeah, Full House Gaming, they are like, yeah, Dude Perfect is a Christian group. So, basically the way they all met was they were looking for Christian roommates. So they were all roommates in college, and they got involved in their Christian college group. And yeah, where Tyler, he really was into the sports and really got the thing started. So yeah, it's cool hearing the backstory about that. So Good Mythical Morning. Also another thing from my childhood, Butch Hartman. That name might not ring a bell for a lot of people, but for people around my generation who grew up watching shows like Danny Phantom and Fairly Odd Parents, about 2 months ago or so, I discovered that Butch Hartman had a YouTube channel. And it's funny because you always see those fans that create those fan arts saying, what would these characters look like 10 years later? And it's interesting when you see the creator of the show doing his own take on 10 years later. And also Butch Hartman, very down to earth, also pretty cool Christian guy. And yeah, I enjoy it. And also he does other various things where he sometimes does live reactions to trailers, and you can tell he's just a big geek at heart. So yeah, this is my first round of favorite YouTube channels. So yeah, nice sidetrack. And Ross, that is kind of unacceptable. So, other page, I think you guys will like this. Sim Racing Reviews. So, I've done quite a few reviews over the course of this channel, and we still have a lot more to go. As mentioned, I have the Track Racer wheel stand. I'm going to try building that tonight, I think. So that'll be exciting. But yeah, Fanatic Club Sport Wheel V2.5. Also, I want to note something. On this page, most of these things are affiliate links. So the Amazon and Fanatic links are affiliate links. So AKA, I'm in both pots. So if you click on a Fanatic or a Thrustmaster link, those are both affiliates and they both support the channel. I'm not gonna, basically it's not where I'm selling out to anything. I get money from both, so Skrilla. So this is my review of the Fanatic Club Sport Wheel V2.5 and the TGT. Links there, both affiliates, both support the channel. CSL Elite PS4 review, TSXW Racer review, CSL Elite Xbox One version. So yeah, you have that. And then pedal reviews. So the Heusinkveld Sim Pedals Pro review. Fanatic Club Sport Pedals V3 review. Other hardware reviews. Oculus Rift, tongue-tied. Oculus Rift CV1 review. The Fanatic Club Sport Shifter SQ review. Sim Racing Machines wheel base side converter review, which I'm using right now. And then cockpit reviews. GT Omega Pro Racing Cockpit review. You can use the code to gain 5% off. GTR Simulator Cockpit review. I believe I have an affiliate link, so I might need to look up a promo code because I think you can also get 5% off the GTR Simulator. So I'll look in the terms of the agreement I signed with them, and I'll see if I can get the 5% off code for you guys if you're interested in that cockpit. Heusinkveld Engineering SimRig GT review. So this, yeah, I'm proud of this review. I liked it. Even though I do admit this cockpit is a bit overpriced. And it was funny, I was talking to Heusinkveld about it, and they're like, yeah, we know it's overpriced. Part of the reason they had it priced so high was, A, it was sort of a random commission job where like random racer came to them and said, hey, I'd love for you to build me a cockpit, and here's like the money. So they built the 80-20 based cockpit, and it's interesting though because according to Heusinkveld, they were one of the first designers of 80-20 based cockpits. So they were one of the pioneers for this kind of cockpit. And yeah, so software reviews. So Project Cars 2 review, Assetto Corsa review, Dirt 4 review, Gran Turismo Sport review, and the Race Room live. All right, so the Race Room Racing Experience live review recap. So this was a live review. It's a cool video though because a few people from Sector 3 Studios came in and discussed about Race Room Racing Experience during the review and had a Q&A session of sorts. Whoops. So yeah, and again, so PC links are Steam links. Those are non-affiliates. Console links are affiliates, and they do help support the channel. So if you guys want to check it out and help support the channel, feel free to. Stupid Windows update. Yeah, I know the feeling. But yeah, this is pretty straightforward. Also, contact. I recently redid this form too. So, looking for an answer to a sim racing question, or maybe you're looking to have us review your product, or maybe you just want to send us something cool. Here's our contact information before or below. So William at SimRacingPaddock.com is my main email for getting in touch with people. And then mailing address. This is not my home address. This is a business address that I do some work out of. So keep that in mind. And Dave, don't worry, man. I am going to get that ding when the race is ready. So we will not miss the race. Keep that in mind. So yeah, if you want to send something cool or anything, hint, hint, you can mail it to California. So, also, forums, they are unchanged. Forums are largely the same as they were before. I might change some things a little later on, but yeah, if you haven't checked out the forums, some interesting stuff coming up. So, if you guys were here with my live stream, my first one to wheel with my friend Brian, and he was making all those weird jokes, including made up a name, John Gordon, Ferrari F1 driver. Full House, who is in here, he made a biography for the fictional F1 driver. I'll take people with too much time on their hands, Trebek. So yeah, legends tell of a legendary man of legends, an unstoppable driving force who would one day debut into Formula 1 and change the course of racing forever. His name, of course, John Gordon. I'm not going to read it all. You can do it later. But yeah, so funny stuff. It's cool. Quick about page for SimRacingPaddock and the mentality. So we'll go over this real quick. The word paddock is derived from horse racing and described the area where horses were gathered. The term evolved to become relevant for auto racing, and it's advanced beyond just a place where cars are gathered. It's also where drivers and crews gather, talk about the race, and have a good time. Drivers meet up, have interviews with the media, trade tricks and tips, and interact with their team. That mentality is behind my goal for Decide to be a place for sim racers to gather, talk about races, hardwares, and software, and have a fun time. So yeah. Okay, so it says please wait, so we're about to get started. Let's see how many people signed up. All right, Anderson has made it in. We've got 20 people entered, so it is not going to split. It's not in lap, Simber. It is in time. It's going to be 25 minutes, I believe. So keep that in mind. You're going to have your car set up for that. But yeah, so I am going to build the not the cockpit, but the wheel stand tonight. I don't think I'm going to do it live, though, because I have some stuff I'm going to be tweaking for my studio. So, yeah. Pretty full grid. Yep. Going to be exciting. Some people have high ratings, though. So, I'm only at 446. This guy's at 858. It's roughly 17 laps. Okay. I might put 20 laps worth of fuel in, so join. We're in! Gonna be exciting, though. Turn off display capture, and... Excuse me. But yeah, Full House. I ended up showing it to Brian, and he was like, dude, I was freaking dying laughing. So, yeah, he approved. So let's get an idea on the feel of the car. Because it might feel a little different in this server. We have to keep that in mind. Thanks, Leslie Motorsport. It is tricky, though. I will put it that way. Because we have to see how successful we'll be. So I like taking this corner in fourth because you stay in that power band. This corner I feel like we have to take in third. And then third. Whoa, Nelly. That was a little pushing too hard. Let's get that dirt off the tires now. TJ, no. Laguna Seca was 2 weeks ago, I think. This is just practice, guys. Wait! Are you kidding me? Please tell me this isn't happening again. Let's rejoin the server. Got booted. Cheese and crackers, man. This is starting to get old. Really is starting to get old. For those of you who haven't been following, in Assetto Corsa, at times I've been getting these weird disconnect issues. I don't get him in any other title, though, so it's frustrating. This is not my own server. This is the Sim Racing system server, but there's no reason I should be getting booted. Kuno says, no race for you. Well, we're in overtime now. Just realized we're not using the default, or that setup I made now, so we might need to tweak that in a bit. But 1:35.5 is the fastest guy. Only one guy's logged a lap, though. Whew. Very oversteering. We'll have to switch to our main setup. Return to pits. Porsche BH, yes. Load. There we go. 1:34.3. We were faster than that. We were in the 33.9s in that server that we were experimenting with. So let's hope for the best here. Wait. Race time 1 hour? What the? That can't be right. Race was supposed to be 20 minutes. Did they bork our series up? Or did they just make it longer? I'm confused right now. Because generally, this GT4 race is 20 minutes. So that's going to require all new calibrations. And 20-minute qualifying. That is unusual. We're going to go for it, but it's like, what the heck? So let's get a good lap in. I wouldn't be surprised if it's the wrong slot, because both of the other races I ran with this car, they're 20-minute event or 25-minute events. Stay right, stay right. I really do like this car. It's a challenging car, but it's a fun car. Whoa, little wide there. Jeez, a 140? Well, I need to find an average. I'd say average 145-ish, maybe? So, 1 minute 45 seconds. Try calculating based off of that. You guys might be running lower tanks. That could also be why they're much faster. Where this is a race setup. So I want to calculate and get an idea on how many laps. $36 sounds a lot more realistic. BCJM, this is qualifying, by the way. So it might be like a mock qualifying run. Yeah, so let's do 8 liters. So 2 seconds off the world record. Okay. That's where Pulse Hitter is. Wow, this has much more acceleration now. Very lively handling. Well, 36 times 1.4, that's about 50-ish. 50... Like, 53 is way too much fuel. Because 53 times 1.5... Let's get a good lap in. Oh, mid-weck? Oh, wow. As I told you guys, I'm getting over a cold and still have a headache, so it's like, yeah, I might have let something slip. Just a little too aggressive there. Thank you for whoever it was who subscribed. Joseph, thank you for subscribing. Whoa! Oh, that jammed my thumb a bit. I'm not gonna get after that skid out. Oh, that actually did hurt my thumb a bit. All right, wheelies, you have a good night. We need one good lap at least. Come on. Let's check some real quick. Are we required to take a start? We got a 133.8. Let's try getting a good lap in. Pushing hard. Cooper, race hasn't started yet. Ugh. Gotta work on the exit there. Time to push. Let's try his corner in fourth. Oh, little wide. Too much understeer. Race is going to be an hour long. I'm just going to put 40 laps worth in my tank. Better safe than sorry. I'm not sure if I have to stop. I don't see anything about a mandatory pit stop. But I might do a stop just to be safe because I bet these tires are going to fall off. Two tenths up at the split. But that corner did not go well. literally neck and neck there. I would so rage if that happened. I don't know if I have enough fuel to make one more lap. We will find out. Not a good lap. Whoa, just total understeer there. Excuse me. So, we can put enough fuel in. I'm going to do 20 and 20 though. So 30 liters. 30 liters. So let's get an idea on how this car handles with a full load. Actually is feeling pretty good. That felt kind of neutral. Let's see how it takes this corner. Neutral. The fuel might help the car's handling be more neutral. Favorite flavor of yogurt? Are you talking about frozen yogurt or normal yogurt? Because normal yogurt, strawberry banana, frozen yogurt, chocolate. No! No, 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 no. It just booted me. You've got to be kidding me! Please let me make it. Join. This is getting frustrating. Okay. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. No! How many guys jumped the start there? Whoa! What the heck? What just happened there? That was just lag insanity galore. But now I have a drive-through penalty, so we have to serve that. We obviously aren't going to be the only ones to serve it. But this will be an interesting way to finish the race. Or not finish, but start off the event. If I get disconnected, I'm going to be pissed. Just warning you guys. Someone's wide. A lot of people struggling. It looks like I do have enough fuel. It's about 8 gallons, so we should be okay. So we're going to have to shift our strategy a bit. Because we're going in the pits. Wow. Okay. Look how many cars have to do the drive-through. Hold on. That should be good for our next stop strategy. Rashid, at times I get much worse starts in iRacing than this. I think some people just got caught off guard because usually you can just rest on the clutch. But that was just a weird lag situation. So let's fight our way up. He's gonna go wide. No contact. Whoa! That's one way to defend your spawn, I guess. He turns down into me. The other guy goes wide. That should put me in 12th place. So 5 minutes through the race and it's been eventful. Let's build up a gap. No, this is definitely not worse than rookies in iRacing. Rookies in iRacing is a nightmare. I mean, it wasn't bad when I was a rookie, but it's just gotten progressively worse and worse. Aw, Simber, sorry to hear that, man. So let's see how far behind I am. 8.7 seconds. Okay. This is Assetto Corsa. Little oversteer there. Car behind me runs wide. Yeah, Simbird, the problem is, usually in the start you press the clutch in and rev up, but in this you actually have to rev up in neutral and then shift up. I did get hit at the start line, but it was also just crazy lag. The guy behind me is actually pretty good. They're sticking pretty close. We're really closing in on the guy ahead, though. I might need to add more fuel, though, to be safe. Can someone do a quick conversion in Google? How many gallons are... How many liters is 9 gallons? So, if you can take a look on Google, how many liters is 9 gallons? Thank you, guys. $40 liters, okay, and we should be good when we stop. Traction control kicked in a little bit. Okay, one guy just quit. That should put us in 9th. Never mind, it was the guy behind me and who quit. Oh! Okay, I'll take that spot. Oh, shoot. Dumb mistake on my end. I hit the wrong button. So we're 10 minutes in, okay. I have some body damage, which is affecting the arrow. So I think that's one reason why the guy behind me is closing. We're closing in on the next car. Okay, Simber, fair enough. This guy's close. No, not good. .8 seconds back from the other guy. Okay, we gained a little bit. .1. This guy behind me, he is faster in some parts. I'm faster than him in some parts. So it's an interesting give and take battle. But he does have the slipstream, which gives him a minor advantage, I think. No, 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 no. Oh, that could have been ugly. Would pitting early to fix aero be a good idea? Not with our schedule. Not with our schedule, because that would put in more fuel into our tank. He went for a dive in that final corner, and that hurt him big time. .5 seconds back now. We're closing in. Now posting some of our fastest laps of the race, I think. "15 minutes in." Whoa! That could have been ugly. So we've used roughly half our tank in 15 minutes, I think. "6.3 seconds, that's nice. I think this guy behind me is overworking his tires. Granted, I'm likely doing that too. But it's giving me a bit of a safer gap. Flashing his lights? I don't know. I wasn't really paying attention to my mirror, to be honest. And now you can see the gap I'm building. Little oversteer there. I might pit at around the 35-minute remaining mark. I'm not sure. 132. Dang, we're improving. We're in 9th right now, 8th and 7th in our tracks. But 10th is, we've clocked away from 10th. I think this setup's helping us in the long term. That's one of the nice parts. Ooh, that traction control kicked in a little harder than I'd like, but we're okay. Doing pretty well, though. Question is, are some people just going to try making it on one stop? Or no stops, I mean. I think a no-stop strategy isn't the smartest. One stop, I think, is just fine. So we're within our pit window now. According to our pit info, we have 40 minutes left in the race. And yeah, just to be safe, I'm overfilling a bit because we don't want to run out. .2 seconds back. 10th is 2.5 back. I know I'm being a little conservative on that corner. I don't want to push too hard and end up in the grass, because that would really unsettle the car. But the car has a good balance right now. So we were 3.2 back. We'll see what we are across the line. .5, 7/10 gained. Okay. Not a good line here. Well, you can see we're really closing in. And my guess is some of these cars have damage, so they'll likely fix it in the pit stops. So, I think it's smart for me to as well. And I think because I have a better setup than these guys, I can make my tires stretch longer. But I'm not getting any tire fall off right. I'm going to pit next time by. I'm going to pit early, get off sequence, and see if that pays off. Because I could try beating this guy in the pits, I think. And not worry about having to pass him. If I pit early and if I cycle through and get ahead of him, I think that would be an awesome situation. Grab my keyboard. Body damage. Okay. Quick pit stop. Cars repaired. Tires changed. There we go. We're out. It's going to take a few laps for our tires to really get heated up and get the car feeling comfortable, but we'll make it work. And we're good to go for the rest of the race. Thank you for subscribing, whoever it was. Campanzos, thank you. Whoa. No! No! Ah! You've got to be kidding me! This doesn't happen in any other title. Hold on. Back to pits. Let's quit and try joining back in. That's going to screw up our race. But this is mini endurance race, so let's see if it'll let me join it back in. That's very, very demeaning. Or not demoralizing. So now I'm going to be at least a lap down. If it disconnects me again, I'm done. But that freaking sucks. Let's see what position it's going to put us in. That is just a horrible way to lose out on strategy. Brace ourselves. It's not even telling us how far back we are. Night, Rashid. Kind of funny how I'm now posting some of my best laps. In the 132s with a fresh car, full load of fuel. Go figure. I'm not sure if that guy missed his pit or something. Well, I guess I can hope for a top 10 at least. Thanks to whoever it is for subscribing. Peyton, thank you for subscribing. Let's see if I'm hanging in there. Had a server disconnect mid-race, which is a pain because I was running off-sequence strategy, gonna fight for a top 5, and boom, disconnected and screwed my entire race. So, meh. 22 minutes to go. But it also seems like Sim Racing System made a mistake with my race, too. So it's like, yeah. Dirt 4, if it's like 20 bucks, then yes. Anything over, I might not recommend it. So tough though, because you can tell I have a fast car. I mean, I freaking made that awesome pass on the outside and it's like, ugh. This is the Porsche GT4 Club Sport. Well, I gained a spot. Okay. Not sure if it's... Or nope, never mind. It looked like I gained one spot, but never mind. Okay. Right now, I'm just pushing as hard as I can to see what happens. Someone disconnected, okay. Better him than me, I guess. Okay. Yeah, this car is quite oversteery. I was able to tame it down a little bit, Gary. But, yeah, it's still, you have to be very careful. And the only reason I'm 10th is because people are disconnecting. Did another person disconnect? Because now it's saying I'm 9th. Oh, Anderson! Ow! I'm sorry to hear that, man. I even got disconnected. Everyone is getting booted out of this, so it's not just me. That's a positive thought, at least. Thank you, Emmanuel, for subscribing. Thank you very much. So yeah, I got disconnected, but for due diligence, I jumped back in. So I'm back in 10th, I guess. Bad corner. Tires are starting to fall off a bit, I think. Why is holding me in last? Because I got disconnected and I'm like a lap down. Yeah, I'm a full minute behind the rest of the field. Yeah. Full house, I know. That's the tough part. I am pushing harder, but it's like, Sorry, Anderson. You know you're going fast when you're out beating the blue flag. Unfortunately, I don't do any racing in real life. I would love to, but it's very cost prohibitive. I did a karting school in Sonoma, which was a lot of fun, but granted that was like $700, $500 for the class, and then $200 because a guy wrecked into me, and you're liable for damage regardless of who's at fault. So I had to spend $700 for 1 day of racing. One bad mistake, though. Let's hope that someone else wrecks out, but at least we're locking in a top 10 out of, I think, 20 cars. Sonoma Raceway is a half-hour drive away from my house. Overshot the corner. And then there's a local dirt track, which is nice, but I don't get there nearly as much as I'd like. Spiritual driving or spirited driving? .7 seconds off. Let's calm our nerves a bit. Yeah, Laguna Seca is about 3 hours away, I think. I go to Sonoma all the time. So much fun. I watch usually NASCAR, IndyCar. I need to go see NHRA sometime there. Enter a track day at Sonoma. It's like $600, $700 for a track day. Every Wednesday or so they have an event called Drifts and Drags, where you can either drift around the course or run the drag strip. I think those are like $30. But track days at Sonoma are expensive. I don't have enough fuel. I don't have enough gas to make it to the end of the race. Because when it booted me, I think when it booted me, it reset my car setup. So I don't have enough gas to make it, I think. One of the issues with Assetto Corsa, in my opinion, if you get booted, it kicks out your entire setup. So you get a new default setup, which is BS, because I was good to go, but when I left, I'm out. So I don't have enough gas to make it to the finish of the freaking race. Yeah, I have about 3 laps to go, and that's 4.5 minutes. 6 minutes to go in the race, so this totally sucks. Getting out the pit again. I mean, we're taking home a top 10 regardless, so we're in the top half of the field, but this race was a nightmare, to be honest, with you guys. Because I don't know what happened, but this was supposed to be a 25-minute race. Ended up being an hour. I got disconnected 3 times, I think, in this server. Either once or twice in qualifying, once in race. So it's like, that's maddening. So let's go into pits again. And of course, 9th is in the pits too. I don't think I'm going to do anything after the race. I need to build a wheel stand, so I'm going to be working on that. Will that put me in 9th? Because 10th is in the pits. Any eco race like schedule? Well, this messed up my race, so it's like, eh. Really hope ACC is better when it comes to stuff like this. 'Cause this was just messed up, in my opinion. So 3 minutes left, so that's about... It's going to be, I think, 3 laps with the way it carries over. Unfortunately, I don't know really anything electrically with Thrustmaster wheels. Full House, I think he said he's an electrical engineer, so you could talk to him about it. Yeah, I did okay, but it's like... I wanted to put on a better race for you guys, to be honest. I mean... Sure, we had the other live stream where I actually won a race, which was awesome, but to have it go this bad, and I don't know if it's a set of course a software fault where it kicked me out, or if it's Comcast. That's the frustrating part. Because, is it something with my internet provider? Is it something with the sim? Like a bad software code or something? But it's frustrating because I pay, like, it's $140 a month for my internet. Or no, like $120. Comcast has some good things, has some bad things. They're literally giving me a $20 a month credit because they have had so many service issues with my area. Well, the stream crashed once when I first started the stream, so that's one thing that's concerning too. Leaders on final lap. So we're going to have one lap to go. Never mind, race over. Okay. Well, that's one way to finish the race. Could have been a lot worse, all things considered. Could have been an insane wreck or anything, but we'll take 9th. I mean, I think there was like 20 cars. So, yeah. Not the way I wanted to run that race, but hey, at least we weren't last technically, so let's take a look. $132.5. That's a good lap, though. So we... Is it saying we finished... What the heck? That's not accurate at all. I'm taking a screenshot of that. That is not accurate. We were 2 laps down max. Maximum 2 laps down. I need to talk to Henrique about this. This was unacceptable. So that's not right. That is not right. So okay. Oh, you're not even seeing. So apparently the results are all borked up too. Because we were not 19 laps down. Did it just record that when we only laps we completed in the first session or something? I don't know, but that's weird. I'm saving the replay. Save selected, okay. EFI, you can add me on Steam. Info is in the description, so something's up. I mean, let's check results. So, Porsche Cup, I guess, that's it. Races. Okay, it's not showing, but I'll talk to Henrique about that. Not the way I wanted the race to go, but I mean, it sounds like we should have gotten 9th, I think. So I'll be happy with that. I'm going to talk to Henrique about this because that race was all sorts of messed up. And yeah, because let's look, for example, Nürburgring. Nürburgring race results. Let's see. Time. You can see 21:17, so it was a 20-minute race. Then we can go to Porsche Cup again. And then Donington Park. Come on, load. Donington Park. 20-minute race. So, yeah. And then Porsche Cup. Brands Hatch. Okay, now that's saying it's 9th, but 1 hour. That's off. That is something that's drastically off. So we were 3 laps down. That's the problem. We were 3 laps down. And yeah, so I need to talk to them about that. So I'm going to call it a night, guys. I need to build the wheel stand, and I'm going to start doing some videos with that. So stay tuned for that. Should be exciting stuff. But for now, I'm going to call it a night. So, guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for putting up with all this craziness. Definitely not the best race, but I don't think people got kicked out. It was just server timeout or something like that. So booted us out with the server. So it was frustrating. So guys, yeah, have a good night. Hopefully we'll have another stream later this week and it goes better. So guys, thanks for watching.